All right, good afternoon, Jackets fans. Welcome back here. We are in Erie, PA today after our fun trek out to Jamestown, New York yesterday. Jackets were victorious 4-2, but they have a familiar foe today in the South Pitt Rebellion. Jackets have played them 3 times this season. They are 2-1 against South Pitt. Lost the first outing up in Indianapolis and then won the 2 home games to put the record in their favor for the year. So 4th go at it here. So again, a familiar foe for the Jackets, but always a challenge when we play the Rebellion. So Jackets will look to keep the winning ways going here as they have coming off a 3-0-1 weekend in Nashville a couple weekends back, and now a 1-0 start to the Sarah Backstrom Classic here in Erie, PA. But Jackets, again, without the services of Reagan Davies this weekend. Reagan is battling an injury, and we hope for a speedy recovery for her, and we can get her back on the ice as soon as possible. But outside of no Davies, all other Jackets players are healthy and available for today's game here. So it will be Poppy Worsley in goal for the Jackets today. And we'll see how the starting lineup sets up for Coach Markle. So again, Jackets in action again this afternoon. They have a 7:55 game this evening. They take on Amherst, team they played up in Pittsburgh back in January about a month ago. So, and then we will see where we stand after the 3 games and find out if the Jackets make the top 4 and when the semifinals will be for Monday. So Jackets get the pregame pep talk here from Coach Markle, and they will get ready to take the ice. There's not a lot of room inside this arena, so not a lot of spots to set up a camera. So unfortunately, we have to go with the corner shots for this game today. So when there's action down this end, it will be exhilarating, but when the action's down on the other way, we'll do our best to bring it to you. So it looks like it will be Crick, Talebe, Lemmerbrock, Weaver, and Bestranson, the same starting 5 as yesterday. We are underway here in Erie. Puck is dumped down into the South Pitt zone. Lemmerbrock will get that one. Centering pass is turned away. Now here comes South Pitt racing out of the zone with it. Weaver gets it, chips it back in. Crick's going to get it. She will chip it back behind the goal. Talebe gives chase, but South Pitt will come out with it. That one will come out to Bestranson. That shot didn't get a lot on it. Lemmerbrock's going to pick it up now, but she is cut off from the puck, and South Pitt looks to clear, but Crick does a good job of keeping it in. And South Pitt will get it, swinging around the far boards, and still looking to get it out. Being pressured. Taylor Day out there now for the Jackets. And this one will finally be cleared. Crick's going to flip it back over to Bestranson, who tries to get it to Taylor. They can't connect. Jackets will go out for the rest of the change here. Now Taylor loses it here. Here comes out to Prawl. Prawl and Falk out now on the defense for the Jackets. Macy Williams will come in as well. So with 13:55 left here, Jackets offsides, and we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Williams will take this face-off, and this one is controlled by the Jackets. Prawl has it. She will chip it on down and into the zone where it's picked up by South Pitt, and they will try to jump start the offense here, and they will dump it down into the zone, and Prawl will chase it down. She flips it up. Now a centering pass here. Backhander just wide by Hornick. Now this one is battled for. Falk over there with Williams. Hornick loses her skates there. Picked up by South Pitt though. Thrown out to the point, and they can't keep it in. Taylor will battle. And this one's flipped up and onto the Jackets bench and out of play. And with 13-13 left here in the first, Jackets will get fresh 5 on the ice as Lingle and Hayden will skate out along with Meek, Thomas, and Busick. So come out to center ice here. Meek, or actually it'll come down to just outside the South Pitt zone. This one is dumped in by the Jackets. Thrown around. Thomas will cut that one off. Centering pass. That one's actually on goal. Turned away. Shot by Meek just outside of the goaltender. Was just able to get a little bit of that one to keep that one from going in. Now circled back around. Now South Pitt will get it, and they will clear the zone. Racing into the Jacket zone. Lingle will pick up the South Pitt player. That was Murphy. Lingle will chip it over to Meek. Meek's got it now. Meek looking to clear the zone. She gets it up to Busick, but they cannot connect. And now South Pitt will look to rush back here. This one is brought in by Murphy. She centers it over, but cut off by Busick, and Meek will clear the zone and go down for an icing. And with 12-19 in the first, the Jackets will have a defensive zone face-off. Looks like Crick Cup and Lemmerbrock will skate out now, along with Bestranson and Weaver. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Bestranson will chip it up and out of the zone. Can Lemmerbrock get there? She does. Here comes Lemmerbrock racing into the zone with it. Shot right into the bread basket and held on to. 12:09. Jackets will get a offensive zone face-off. Crick will take this draw. She will win it over to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's going to hold on to it. She stopped. She drives in. Now she loses it. She lost her stick, actually. Crick tries to tuck it in side door, just wide. Now here comes South Pitt. They will bring it into the zone. They will be offside. 11:51 left. Crick will take this draw, and it will be controlled by South Pitt this time. They will throw it in, but now Weaver cuts that one off, but chips it into the South Pitt zone. They clear it out immediately. Now backhander is turned away. Brought in now by South Pitt. That one is flipped in to the corner. Bestranson will clear the zone for the Jackets. Now a driving shot and a goal. So an early goal by South Pitt here with 11:20 left in the first. Jackets find themselves trailing for the first time in this tournament, 1-0. So teams were in the midst of a change, and the puck was left out there, and South Pitt player comes right in, has an open lane, and buries it top shelf. So now here comes the Jackets looking to bounce back after giving up the early goal here. Murphy will bring it in. They'll chip it in. Now Prahl's got it. Loose puck. It's going to find Ekta. To one of the South Pitt players. That was the goal scorer there. She's trying to center it. That one's loose. Now it's finally cleared out of the zone. That one's off of Williams. Williams is battling with it. She'll kick it up to her stick. Flips it up to Taylor. Taylor trying to chip it in. She will. This one's out to Day. Day's going to have a shot here. Shot! Goal! Jackets get that one right back as Day gets one from Taylor. And with 10:33 left in the first, it's a 1-1 game. So Day from Taylor will tie this thing up, and it was a brief lead for the Rebellion. Jackets able to get one right back, though. Now we got Meek, Thomas, Busick, Lingle, and Hayden. This one's controlled by the Jackets. Hayden has it now. She'll dump it off the boards, but a little too far for Thomas. Now Thomas will battle up for it. And this one will be thrown around by South Pitt, looking to clear the zone, but Lingle dumps it back in now. Loose puck, Lingle keeps it in, but now it'll be kicked out, and here comes South Pitt. Racing through the neutral zone with it. They'll turn it over, and now Thomas can't get the zone cleared, though. Now it'll come to Hayden. Hayden will race around with it now. She can't get by Hornick. Now it's turned over. Here comes South Pitt. That shot turned away by Worsley. Hayden will get it back now, and she will chip it up and up to Thomas. Thomas will bring it into the zone. She'll lose it, though, trying to get it over to Busick. And puck is battled for. Now it will be picked up by Crick. Crick tries to flip it to Lingle, and Lingle trying to flip it back to Hayden, but South Pitt's there now, and here comes the Rebellion, but that one's cut off by Crick. Now Lingle trying to get it to Talibi. Talibi drives the zone with it, but turns it over. This one is the Weaver now. Weaver will dump it all the way in. Jackets will give chase. This one thrown out of the zone by South Pitt. Jackets touch up, and Crick will dump it back in. And no one's picking up the South Pitt player, and she's able to easily clear the zone. This one into Talibi now, but lost. Crick will dump it in. Cup's able to keep that one in the zone. Centering pass. Could not connect with Talibi. Bestranson will dump it back in now for the Jackets. Loose puck gets out to the neutral zone. Weaver's going to pick it up. Weaver's going to drive into the zone with it. Her shot just wide. Bestranson will pick it up now for the Jackets. Back behind the goal. South Pitt will throw it around and out of the zone where Crick will collect it. And Jackets offside. 8:27 left. So goal by South Pitt is quickly erased by a goal from Day to tie things up here. Day's out there now with Williams, Taylor, Falk, and Prawl. Now puck's loose, picked up by South Pitt. They'll dump it into the zone. Now Prawl's got it. She tries to get it up to Day. That one is almost picked off, but now here comes Williams out with the Jackets. She's racing into the South Pitt zone with it. She centers it. No one's there, though. That'll come all the way out to Falk. Falk can't get it, though. Now here comes South Pitt coming. They're racing into the Jacket zone. Centering pass. Shot. Deflected and turned away. That one is off the side of the goal. Falk will flip it up to Taylor. Taylor clears it. Now here comes Addie Taylor. She will center it over to Day. Day backhands it off the glove, off the goalie. Still loose. Williams battling for it, and finally gobbled up by the goaltender and held on to with 7:33 left here in the first. It will be Meek, Busick, Thomas out there now, along with Lingle and Hayden. This one's a loose puck. Nope. It looked like South Pitt was going to be off to the races, but could not grab the puck. Now here comes Hayden. Hayden's going to get through. That shot ripped high and out of play. 7:18 left. The Jackets will get a offensive zone face-off here. Meek will take it. This one over to Busick. Busick gets it to Hayden. Hayden will just slip it around where it's picked up by South Pitt. And they will throw it in, look to clear the zone. That one's off of a skate and almost right to Thomas. But now Hayden's going to gather it up. She will chip it up to Thomas. Thomas drives into the zone as we enter under 7 minutes left here in the first. This one's passed out by South Pitt. They will finally clear the zone. Lingle's going to chase it down. Lingle will chip it up. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up by Thomas. She will dump it in. Jackets in the midst of a change. Hayden's going to pick this one off. Now here comes Crick with it. Crick will hold on to it as the defense will skate off, and Jackets offside. 6:28 left in the first. Weaver Bestranson will skate out on the defense to join Crick, Lemmerbrock, and Talibi. And this one is controlled by the Jackets. Backhanded in by Weaver. Talibi cannot control it. Now here comes South Pitt with it. They will try to dump it. That one's cut off by Weaver. Centering pass picked up by Bestranson. She tried to hit Talibi, but they could not connect, and that will go for an icing. 6:10 remaining here in the first. Jackets will keep the same 5 on the ice. Crick will take this defensive zone face-off here. She will win it back over to Bestranson. Bestranson will flip it up to Talibi, and now Talibi will clear the zone with it. She races up through center ice. She dumps it in. Chasing are the Jackets. Lemmerbrock's going to get there. She throws it out front. No one's there, though. Now here comes South Pitt. They will get it out of the zone. They will throw it into the Jacket zone. Chased up by Bestranson. Bestranson will turn and fire it out there. South Pitt will make a play on it. It's Dale for South Pitt. She's going to circle around with it. Chips it up. This one's thrown across. Bestranson will cut that one off. Now dumped into the zone by South Pitt, but Bestranson throws it right back out for the Jackets. Now it's dumped in. Weaver's going to give chase for the Jackets. She will throw it around where Day's going to get it. Day tries to flip it over to Taylor. That one is picked off, though. Now here comes Bestranson. She'll step up. She flips it in. This one is loose. South Pitt's looking to make a comeback. They're going to turn it over. Now Day's going to bring it in the zone, but that one's picked off of her stick. Prahl's got to wait to everybody to touch up, and she accidentally flips it out of play with 4:56 left in the first. Quick note from last night's game, Taylor's goal was her 100th goal as a Blue Jacket, so congratulations, Addie Taylor, again on a stellar career with the Jackets as she prepares for her next step, and that is at Lebanon Valley College next year. The Jackets, meanwhile, looking to cut off this drive here. That one's cut off by Williams. Falk has it now. Falk's going to flip it up and out of play. Day can't get there, though, and South Pitt is offside. 4:40 left in the first. Jackets will keep Falk, Prahl, Taylor, Williams, and Day out there for this one. This one is won by South Pitt. They will chip it up now. Prahl's going to kick it up to Day. Day's trying to center it, but that one didn't get to Taylor. This one will come all the way to the corner now, where it is flipped up in the air, thrown around the far boards and out of the zone, all the way down into the Jacket zone. Falk's going to have to race after it. She will. South Pitt was changing. This one's flipped up. Day's going to get it now. She can't control it, though. South Pitt looking to throw it back in, but now it's cut away off by Taylor. And Jackets will go off for a change. Day will stay out there right now, and Prahl remains out there as well. She will flip it up to Meek. Now it's Prahl. She'll dump it down. South Pitt will not be able to make a play on it. That negates the icing. So Meek out there now with Cup and Busick. Hayden and Lingle. Hayden will throw it all the way around. That one will wrap around the board. South Pitt will get there first, though, and clear the zone. That one might go for an icing, though. It will not. That one's centered, but no one's there. Hayden will pick it off. Hayden's going to race up, and she will get cut off now. Here comes South Pitt. Backhander. That one wide. Battled for it. Lingle. Lingle's going to get it now. She's got a little open ice in front of her. She will chip it up the cup. Now Meek has it, but that one's turned over. South Pitt will throw it back down. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first. A 1-1 game. Busick tries to dump it in, but that one's cut off. Now cut off by Meek. Meat can't dump it. Battle for it in the neutral zone now. Here comes South Pitt. They race into the zone. That one's cut off by Talibi. Lingle's got it. Lingle's going to throw it up to Talibi. Talibi will race in with it. She will take it into the zone now. This one thrown around, looking to clear it is South Pitt, but that one's cut off by Crick. Crick Lemmerbrock will join Talibi along with Bestranson and Weaver. Now Lemmerbrock will dump it around the boards. Crick will get there. She will wrap around with it, trying to throw it through the middle. That one's cut off. That one will bounce out, and South Pitt will clear it, but Bestranson will catch that one in neutral zone and throw it right back up to Crick, who dumps it in, and Jackets will chase. 2 minutes remain in the first. This one battled for, and back into the corner, where it will be thrown out by South Pitt, and that'll actually be on goal, so Worsley will have to play it. She will leave it for Bestranson. Bestranson will chip it over, as Taylor was trying to chip it over to Weaver, but they were a little wide there. Now Jackets will have to clear the zone, and they do. Weaver's got it. Lemmerbrock's going to race off now. Day will skate on. She'll gather the puck here. She's got a lot of traffic in front of her, and she just chips it over to Taylor. Taylor gets by one. She can't get it on the blade, though. Minute 10 left here in the first. Prawl's got it now. She's going to find Williams. Williams was looking to dump, but that one was cut off. Now Day has it. Day throws it on goal, and it'll be gobbled up with 1 minute left in the first period. South Pitt will keep, the Jackets will keep the same 5 out there. So now this one is controlled by Prawl. Her pass is cut off, though. This one's dumped out of the zone where Falk will gather it and dump it up. Taylor dumps it into the zone. South Pitt easily clears that one, and that one gets by Falk. Now we got a race for the puck. And that one's off the side of the goal. Prawl's able to try to chip it out. Centering pass will actually come all the way out to Day, who clears the zone. Now Taylor's going to get to it with 30 seconds left. Taylor's got to break away. She tries to go backhand. That one's a little wide. 22 seconds remaining. Puck's loose. It'll come out to Falk. Falk's shot is blocked, but it comes to Prawl. Prawl will dump it into the zone, and it'll wrap around the boards, where it will be kept in by Williams. Can Williams keep it in? She does. We only got 2 seconds left, though, and that one will do it. So we have played 1 period of hockey. Jackets 1, Rebellion 1, and we will be right back in just a moment. Yep. All right. Well, we're back here for period number 2. Looks like we got some issue with the ice over by the Zamboni door where they're trying to fix it over there. So that's why we have a little bit of a delay coming back here to start the second. But so a recap of the first, though, while we got a little time. It was South Pitt getting out on the board first. To go up 1-0, but almost immediately after that, the Jackets were able to tie it right back up as Day was able to find the back of the net. An assist from Taylor on that one. And that's kind of where we sit right now, 1-1, as they continue to work on the ice again over by the Zamboni door. So again, tonight, Jackets back in action at 7:55. They take on Amherst, a team that they played in Pittsburgh about a month ago. They won that game 5-1. And then we will be done with the preliminary round. And as far as the seeding goes for Monday, it will just depend on how the rest of the games result here. So the Jackets are currently 1-0. There's 6 teams in the division. The Jackets will play 3 of those 5 opponents, and then the top 4 seeds will play in semifinals tomorrow, and then there will be a final. So Jackets with a potential 5-game weekend if they can keep winning. But first things first, they got to take care of business here against South Pitt. The Rebellion coming off a 2-1 loss last night to Orlando. So they're looking to get their first dub of the weekend. So we still have some maintenance being taken care of over here as they continue to work on the ice. And again, just trying to keep the surface nice and flat and safe for all the skaters out here. Don't need anybody twisting an ankle or breaking a blade or anything of that effect. So I think the problem right now is maybe that they're having trouble with getting the Zamboni door to close. And it's just not closing all the way, and they're just trying to get this one closed. So they're chipping away at the ice to make sure the door can stay closed in case there's any action over there in that corner. So second period is getting ready to start. The refs are now happy with the results there, and they will get ready to get started. So Jackets will be coming towards us for this period, so they will be shooting on the goal down here by the camera. So hopefully we will get to see a lot of action down here. So South Pitt has Newman in goal. The Jackets have Worsley in goal, and they are going to start the second period, it looks like, with the same 5 that started the game. It looks like Weaver, Bestranson, Crick, Limmerbrock, and Talibi for the Jackets. So this one will be controlled by Crick. She gets it to Bestranson. She chips it up, but thrown right back out by South Pitt. Now a loose puck is picked up by Crick. She will dump it into the South Pitt zone. Brink will chase it down. First, that one's picked off by Bestranson. That shot is blocked, though. Another one blocked. So good defense by Medved there for South Pitt. And she was able to block off a couple of opportunities for the Jackets. This one's dumped back in by Weaver now. And Medved has it now, and she will throw it out all the way down, and that will go for an icing. 14:20 left here in the second. So puck that bounces out to Bestranson. She looked like she had an open lane to shoot, but Medved closed that one off and was able to block it. So Day, Williams, Taylor, Prawl, Falk out now for the Jackets. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Prawl's shot goes all the way through, but wide. Falk's going to step up, but she can't get there. Williams will race back and get it for the Jackets. She will turn and hit Day with it. Day's going to try to flip it over to Taylor. That one's turned away by Dale for South Pitt. Now Day's got it for the Jackets. She's going to bring it into the zone. Looking for a shot. That one up by the mask of Newman, but she gets the glove up there to hold on to it. And 13:53 left in the second. Jackets will get an offensive zone face-off as they will bring out a fresh five here now, as it looks like it is Thomas Meek, Cup, Hayden, and Lingle. This one controlled by Meek, but Jackets a little slow to get to it. South Pitt races out. Now they've got an opportunity here. That shot turned away by Worsley. Battled for, now picked up by Meek. Here comes Meek. She will clear the zone. Brings it through the neutral zone. Leaves it for Thomas, but she is cut off there. And now Tharp will take it for South Pitt. She races into the Jacket zone with it. Flips it over. Shot. Goal! So South Pitt goes back up 2-1. And the Jackets will have to play from behind again here. So another early goal in the period. The same thing happened in the first. Jackets were able to race that one quickly. Let's see if they can do it again now. Crick, Talibi, Lemmerbrock, Bestranson, and Weaver back out now. This one is dumped in by Medved. Bestranson will get it. Battled for, and now into the Jacket zone where it will be Atkinson will pick it up. That one is battled for. Now, she lost an edge there, and it's kept in by Weaver. Weaver! And we've got a slash. So a slash on South Pitt will give the Jackets their first power play opportunity of the game. Now, this is the first power play for either side here, as the whistles have been quiet so far for this game. So Jackets get another opportunity to erase that lead for South Pitt here. They've got Day, Taylor, Lemmerbrock, Bestranson, and Prawl. Medved's got it right now. Medved's going to lose it. Almost a turnover and a backhanded goal by Lemmerbrock, but Newman was on guard there and was able to drop down on that one before Lemmerbrock could stuff it in. This one's controlled by the Jackets. Lemmerbrock will get by one. She will cut the defense, leaves it for Prawl. Doesn't get a lot on it. Now Day's going to get it here. Minute 10 left on the power play. This one out, but to nobody in particular, as it is chipped out and the Jackets will have to reset. Bestranson finds Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock's going to bring it into the zone. Just under a minute on the power play. She gets by one. Tries to tuck it in, and that one will be held on to by Newman with 53 seconds left on the power play. 12:27 left in the period. Jackets will keep the same five out. South Pitt will bring out a fresh PK line here. This one controlled by Day. She gets it over to Lemmerbrock. Leaves it to Bestranson. Back to Lemmerbrock now. She tries to feed it over. Taylor's shot is blocked. She'll get it back, though. And now it will be picked up by South Pitt, and they'll be able to clear it all the way down. Bestranson will chase for the Jackets. 30 seconds left on the Jackets' power play opportunity here. Prawl's got it now. And now we got a penalty on the Jackets, so that power play goes to the wayside. So with 12 minutes left in the second period, 27 seconds left on the South Pitt minor, the Jackets, it'll be 4-on-4 hockey as Bestranson will go in the box. So 4-on-4 for the next 27 seconds, and then it will be a power play for South Pitt, a 103 power play. This one is picked up by Hayden. She's going to skate through with it. She's out there with Talibi, Crick, and Lingle. She's cut off by Kern, though. Kern will chip it back out of the zone. Now is battled for in the neutral zone by Lingle. Now picked up by Talibi. Talibi's going to hold on to it. She will dump it into the zone. Here, the Rebellion are now full strength here. Jackets looking to kill this penalty for the next 50 seconds. This one is brought in by South Pitt. Hayden will cut that one off. Crick's got it. She will throw it around to the boards where Talibi's going to get it. Talibi will clear the zone. They will wave off icing, and with 35 seconds left on the Bestranson minor, this one will come all the way through. They say it was tipped, so Jackets will have to give chase. Hayden's going to get there first. She'll whip it around. Dale's able to keep it in for South Pitt. Worsley finds that one with 18 seconds left on the PK for the Jackets. 10:48 left in the second. Jackets down 2-1 here. As South Pitt got an early goal here in the second to take back the lead. Jackets had a power play opportunity, but then drew a penalty of their own, so now they find themselves shorthanded here for the next 5 seconds. Busick's out there right now with Williams and Prawl and Falk. Jackets full strength as Bestranson will get ready to skate on. Now couple skate onto the ice for Bestranson. So everybody even strength now. Williams trying to keep it in. Falk shot a little wide. This one's going to be chased down by Cup. Cup centering pass is blocked off. Here comes South Pitt. They're racing in. They will leave it. Shot. Goal. Jackets down 3-1 now. As that one was left for the trailer, who buries it in on the right side, and Jackets have got some work to do now. We have 10 minutes left here in the second. The Jackets are down 3-1. So Meek, Cup, Thomas, Bestranson, Weaver out now for the Jackets. They've got a hole to dig out of now. This one is controlled by South Pitt. That one's cut off, though, by Bestranson. Now picked up by South Pitt, and they will circle around with it. This one is picked up by Thomas. Now Thomas has it. She'll bring it into the South Pitt zone. This one by Bestranson. Shot is blocked. Now battled for it on the far boards here. Weaver over there battling. She can't keep it in. This one's kicked out by South Pitt. They will throw it over, trying to center it, but that one's a little behind, and Williams will chase it down for the Jackets. Out of the zone it goes, and now it's picked up by Weaver. She can't clear the zone, though. South Pitt keeps it in. They will drive in with it. Short-sided, turned away. Thrown in. Now it's right back. That shot a little wide. South Pitt on the attack right now. They're feeling good with this 2-goal lead and looking to add on. This one is finally gobbled up by Worsley and held on to. 8:56 left in the second period. Day Taylor, and I'm not sure who, if that's Williams. She's out there with Hayden and Lingle. Hayden's going to swing it around Day. That one takes a funny hop off the board. Day tries to chip it up, but that one now brought in by South Pitt. Here's a loose puck picked up by South Pitt. Backhander right into the midsection of Worsley, and she'll hold on to it. 8:40 left. Now it's collected by Hayden. Hayden's going to race out of the zone with it. She brings it all the way down. She's cut off there. Taylor has it now. She loses it, though. A lot of traffic there right now. Williams keeps it in for the Jackets. She will chip it up. She will backhand it. She leaves it for Day now. Day's going to flip it over to Williams. Williams centering pass. No one's there, though. Now here comes South Pitt looking to break out on their own. This one's cut off by Lingle, though. Lingle's going to bring it in for the Jackets. She'll get around one defense. Centering pass, trying to hit Williams with it. Day tries to get one in, but that one is gobbled up by Newman and held on to. 8 minutes left in the second. Crick, Talibi, Lemmerbrock, Prawl, and Falk. That's the fighting five for your Jackets here. Looking to try to get back in this thing, down 3-1. Now this one is turned over. Talibi tries to turn and fire. That one a little wide. Medved will throw it right at us and out of the zone. Now this one's going to get through. This one's centering pass is cut off by Crick, but now turned back over. South Pitt looking to set up again. That one's cut off. Falk trying to clear the zone. Can't do it. Dumped back in by Medved. Battled for it along behind the goal here. That one takes a funny hop off the boards. Medved's able to keep it in, though, for South Pitt. She'll throw it around. This one is picked up by Lemmerbrock now. Lemmerbrock gets by one defense. She's got Medved in front of her. Medved with another block. That one shot all the way over. Falk tries to get to it. She can't. Here comes South Pitt now. They will bring it into the zone. That one's cut off by Prawl. Good defense by Elena Prawl. She cannot clear the zone as Kern hustles up and gets that one and keeps it in for South Pitt. That shot loose. Now picked up by the Jackets and finally cleared with 6:45 left in the second. This one thrown back around, chipped over to the middle. They can't connect, though, as Prawl will clear it. Thomas, Busick, and Meek out now with Falk and Prawl. This one is gathered by Thomas. She's going to bring it into the zone now. Her shot is blocked and out of play. 6:23 left in the second. So Meek will take the offensive zone draw here, and she'll win it over to Busick. Busick leaves it to Bestranson. Bestranson will flip it back in. Atkinson can't control it for South Pitt. She'll battle with Thomas, though. Now it's South Pitt with it. They'll throw it around. Turner, one of the goal scorers for South Pitt, had it. Now it's knocked away. Now Dale's going to get it. Dale's cut off by Thomas, but now they will finally... Nope, they can't clear the zone. Meek tries to turn and fire. Can't do it. Too many Jackets in one space right now. They got to start spacing a little better here with 5:50 left in the second. A little too much puck chasing going on right now. Got to get back to the basics. Jackets will go with Williams, Taylor, Day. Weaver and Bestranson will stay out on defense. Now Taylor tries to get a hold of the puck. Bestranson will dump it in. Picked up by Atkinson. Atkinson backhands it out to Turner. Kept in by Bestranson. They'll battle for it. Day's going to get to it here now right in front of us. Trying to throw it back to Bestranson. Just too much traffic. And it's chipped out by the Rebellion. And Weaver back there trying to cut that one off. She does. She will throw it around to the far boards where nobody's there but Medved. She'll throw it back in. Loose puck right out front. That one's just wide. Now here comes South Pitt. Dale looking to line up a shot. That one's blocked. Taylor has it. Taylor's going to get by Dale. Taylor's going to try to get by Medved. Can't do it. That pass is cut off, though, trying to center it back. Now here comes South Pitt driving back with it. It's Carney with it now. Carney drives in. She's cut off there. Day will throw it off the boards. Out to Lemmerbrock. Here comes Lemmerbrock racing into the zone. She's going to get by Medved. She gets by another one. She can't keep it on the blade, though. She gets it back, though. She's looking to create here. She centers it. Day will swing and miss on the centering pass. So a good opportunity there, but Day could not get the blade on it, and Jackets will get a change here as Crick's out now, along with Cup and Limmerbrock. This one is Limmerbrock. She chips it up. She's got it back. She shoots. That one's turned away by Newman. Now it's Limmerbrock. Centering pass. Picked up by Cup. Cup's backhand is cut off by Medved. Medved will throw it off the boards. Kept in by the Jackets. Jackets feeling the pressure now, down 2 goals. They're trying to put the heat on. This one almost gets by Lingle. She's able to hold on to it. And Crick's able to dump it back in now. Now Medved will throw it all the way down, just going off for an icing as she was out there for quite a long shift. And with 3.5 minutes left here in the second. Jackets will send the fresh 5 out now as Meek, Thomas, Busick, Falk, and Prawl will come out for the Jackets. Fresh skaters as well for South Pitt. This one is controlled by South Pitt. Kern's going to get it. She will turn and flip it up. That's Stern, I believe, is her name there. She was the first goal scorer for South Pitt. This one is controlled by South Pitt. Oh, it's Thomas. Thomas can't get by the defense to get it out of zone. Now that one's brought in. Almost able to get through the defense, but now here comes Falk. Falk's going to race up, trying to get around Kern. That shot is back behind the goal. Chased down by Thomas. Thomas tries to chip it in, can't do it. Meek will battle. Centering pass. Kern shot. Turned away by Worsley. 2:35 left here in the second. Jacket, as a puck is down in the corner, and there's some bodies down there. That one is shot high and over the goal, and this one is thrown back in where Worsley will find it and hold on to it with 2:21 remaining. Jackets could really use one here towards the end of the second to carry some momentum going into period number 3. And it will be, they're going to change the circle here. Williams, Day, Taylor, Weaver, and Bestranson out there right now. Jackets clear the zone. This one is offside on South Pitt, 2:15 left. This one is controlled by South Pitt. Medved will dump it up. Battled for it now. Bestranson, Williams. Weaver's going to clear it for the Jackets. It's going to come up to Taylor. Taylor's going to try to get behind Medved. She does. She'll flip it over to Day. Day's got it now. Day's going to try to center it. That one's cut off. Too much traffic. She will throw it around back behind the goal where Taylor's going to get it. Taylor flips it up to Day. Day tries a centering pass. That one is turned away, though. This one flipped out, and here comes South Pitt. Cut off by Bestranson. Bestranson trying to get it up to Day. Can't do it. South Pitt will dump it down in with 1.5 minutes left here in the second. Bestranson will find Taylor. South Pitt in the midst of a change. They bring out some fresh skaters. Taylor's going to race into the zone with it. Leaves it for Bestranson. Too much traffic, though. And cleared by South Pitt. Haydom throws it in, and offsides. 1:10 remaining here in the second. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Hayden will throw it in. Bank will chase it down for South Pitt, but now she'll lose it. Here's Talibi with it. Talibi trying to get it out the creek. That one's a little wide. Hornick has it now for South Pitt as we're under a minute here in the second. She will dump it down. The Jackets will chase all the way up to Talibi. Talibi can't get it on her stick, though. Now Hayden has it. Hayden will bounce it off the boards, kept in by South Pitt. Now it's finally cleared. South Pitt will have to reset. Hornick's going to race in with it, though. And that one's cut off by Lingle. Loose puck. Backhand a little wide. Now Lingle has it. She'll throw it up. Talibi can't get it out of the zone. Crickle finally clear it. Can Talibi get there before the icing? No. 14.1 seconds left. And the Jackets looking to, at this point, just to try to control the puck and get out of the second period only down 2 goals. Couple skate off. Lemmerbrock will skate on. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Let's see if Hayden will rip it around. Lemmerbrock will clear it, but that's a little too far, and we'll do it again with 5 seconds left here in the second period. This one controlled by South Pitt. They get the shot, but it's blocked, and that should do it as Crickle skate out the rest of the period. So we've got 2 periods in the book, and not a good period for the Jackets there as they give up 2 goals and find themselves trailing 3-1. We will be right back in just a moment. Okay, getting ready to start period number 3. The Jackets find themselves trailing 3-1. So 2 goals by South Pitt there in the second, has propelled them to this 2-goal lead. The Jackets are in need of some offense here, and a lot of it in the third period. They just seem to be a little lost out there on the offensive end right now, as they have not really got a lot of good quality shots here on goal. So they look to answer back as once again, we are dealing with a door issue down by the Zamboni door. So they are checking it, I think, just to make sure it's still sealed. But it does not look like that's the case, so they're waiting for some maintenance again here. So we'll have another delay as they work on this door issue. Not sure if we're back for this. Check the schedule, see where we're at this afternoon or this evening. Yeah, we're at Erie Insurance Arena, so we're in a different arena for game number 3 of the weekend. And again, that one's at 7:55. So, but Jackets looking to try to generate some offense. They need to generate it early here. If they can get one early here in the third period, hopefully that'll build them some momentum to carry them through the rest of the period and get this one tied up and maybe even just pull off a victory here. So rules for the preliminaries, I believe there are, if the game is tied at the end of regulation, it just goes to a shootout to determine a winner. See if I can check those. So yes, so there will be a, I don't know if there's an overtime and a shootout, so yeah, I think so I'm not sure for the preliminaries if there's any, if they just go with a tie and then at the end of regulation and each team gets a point. I believe that's the case, but not sure yet. So, but we do have another delay here as they work on that door. Maybe, I don't know if maybe this delay is good for the Jackets. Maybe it's beneficial. Maybe they can talk about what they need to do on offense here to generate some opportunities here, as they have not had many. Got one in the first. They were able to capitalize on it when Taylor found Day, and Day was able to bury it in the back of the net. But that second period did not result in a lot of opportunities. They had a couple out. I do recall one where Taylor had centered one, and Day just could not get the stick on it. Possibly if she could have put the blade on it, it might have gone into the back of the net. And then Lemmerbrock had a opportunity where she almost was able to get a backhand on a turnover and flip it in, but it just went a little, but Newman was able to pounce on it before it got through. So one of the tiebreakers for this tournament is goals against, and right now the Jackets are not looking good in that department. They gave up 2 last night and then have already given up 3 today, so they're probably going to need some wins to help them secure a spot in the top 4. If you could get a W, somehow come back and get a W here, that would be huge. But the Jackets are definitely a Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to playing South Pitt. Did not look good against South Pitt up in Indy, but pretty much dominated South Pitt both games at home. And now, right now, they once again find themselves trailing 3-1. So Jackets are and South Pitt both waiting out the delay here. As are we, and as are you. So usually we come back and we have a short, after the period, we have a short break, and then we come right back to some hockey action. But both of these games have been delayed between each period by this issue with the door. I thought the way they were chipping at the ice that maybe there was a bad spot on the ice after the first period, but it turned out they were just trying to make way for the door to be able to shut. So basically, they're still working on the door. We're just going to step away. I'll come back here once they get this fixed. So we'll be back here in hopefully just a short, brief moment. Okay, so we're back now for period number 3. It looks like they have fixed the door, and I apologize about the loud music, but where we're at, there's a team that's coming up for the next game that's warming up, and they've got the music cranking right now, so they've turned it down once the period started back. But Jackets here are starting with Day, Taylor, Lemmerbrock, Falk, and Prawl. Day's going to circle around, find Lemmerbrock. She can't control it, though. And now South Pitt will pick it up. Now it's turned over. Day shot right into the breadbasket of Newman, though. So a golden opportunity there. But Day just puts it right back into the midsection of Newman, and Jackets will try again here. This one is going to be controlled by Lemmerbrock. She's going to feed it over to Taylor. She throws it back behind the goal. Day has it. Day flips it out, trying to get it to Prawl, but now we got a turnover, and here comes South Pitt. Luckily, Falk was back, so was Taylor, covering for Prawl. Falk gets it over to Taylor. Taylor will stop, circle around with it. She's looking for something. Leaves it for Falk. Falk's going to flip it up, trying to get it today, but that one's turned over. This one thrown in, turned away by Worsley. Falk's got it now. Falk's going to keep it. Falk's going to chip it out of the zone. Thrown right back in by South Pitt, and all for an icing. 13:47 left. Jackets will go with Crick, Williams, Talibi, Bestranson, and Weaver. This one is Crick shot. Newman will grab onto it, and I think that's between the pads, and she holds on to it. 13:43 left. Kept in now by Weaver, but now it's chipped out by South Pitt. Bestranson has it. Bestranson will throw it back in. That one's a bouncing puck on goal, where Newman will hold on to it with 13:25 left. This one controlled by the Jackets. Bestranson, shot on goal, bounces up, picked up now by Bank, battling with Williams, and now South Pitt is clearing the zone and looking to get by that one is blocked now, and now it is Crick able to get it out of the zone. And this one's knocked down by Weaver. Jackets will get a change here. Lingle will skate on now. Crick stays out there. Here's Busick. She's out now with Thomas. Busick will throw it in. Picked up by South Pitt. Hayden out now along with Meek. That one thrown all the way across, and it is picked up by South Pitt. That one is cut off and thrown into the corner. And Busick is able to clear the zone. Now Meek's got it. She dumps it in. Down go the Jackets. They chase after it. South Pitt will get there. They will circle around with it, and they will look to clear the zone, and they will do it rather easily. Lingle's got it now. She'll wait till everybody gets on side, but that one's taken from her, and it is waved off. Hayden's got it now. Hayden will battle with Hornick. Hornick's got it now. Centering pass comes all the way through. Now it is picked up. Shot in from Dale was into the glove of Worsley with 11:40 left. Third period. Jackets are running out of time. They need something soon to start cutting into this deficit. Day Limmerbrock tailored out with Prawl and Falk. Prawl's going to flip it over where Falk will get it. She leaves it, tried to leave it for Taylor, too far. This one's chipped up now, and back into the zone comes South Pitt. That one's picked off by Day, though. Day's going to feed Taylor. Taylor looking to get around Medved. She does. Taylor skates in. Backhand turned away by Newman. This one's blocked. Picked up by Jagger. That backhand goes to the center and will be easily cleared by South Pitt, but it will go down for an icing with 11 minutes left in the third. So Taylor with a good move gets the backhand, but Newman gets the pad out on it and turns it away. Day will take this offensive zone draw, and she will not win it. It will be South Pitt, but now Day's got it back. She leaves it to Limmer. Now Day's got it. Over to Falk. Shot! Turned away. Day backhand off to Newman, and Newman will jump on it. So shot initial shot turned away. Day there for the rebound. Newman gets over there and then jumps on it. 10:47 left. This one controlled by the Jackets. Limmerbrock has it. She tries to stuff it in. Loose puck. Picked up by the Jackets. Falk has it. Falk will chip it over to Day. Day's looking. Flips it in all the way across. Nobody can control that one. Now left out to Prawl. Prawl's shot is blocked. She will dump it back in. Back behind the goal. Cut off by South Pitt. Limmerbrock battles. South Pitt will clear it over into the corner. They look to race out of the zone. They clear the zone, and that one will be offside. 10-12 left in the third. Jackets just cannot get by Newman right now. They had some opportunities there, but Newman turns them away. And Cup, Crick, Talibi will skate out now with Bestranson and Weaver. This is controlled by the Jackets. Talibi tries to bring it into the zone, but it is offside, and 10:04 left. The Jackets will have a neutral zone face-off here. This one controlled by the Jackets, but Stranson will dump it all the way in. Chased down now. Cup over there battling on the boards. This one comes out to Weaver. Weaver chips it back in. Chased down by Atkinson. Atkinson will throw it up. And the Rebellion will clear as Crick will turn. Now Weaver. Weaver tries to leave it for Cup. They can't connect though. This one is picked up by South Pitt. They dump it all the way down. And it'll go for an icing. 9.5 left. Tick-tock, tick-tock. That clock is a-ticking down, and the Jackets have not been able to cut into this 3-1 deficit. They will bring out Day, Taylor, Limmerbrock, with Weaver and Bestranson staying out. This one's controlled to Day. Day gets it to Bestranson. That shot is blocked. This one is offside. 9:24 left. Fresh skaters out for South Pitt. And this one is controlled by the Jackets. Stranson can't connect with Taylor. Limmerbrock leaves it for Weaver. Weaver tried to dump it in, but too much traffic. Now here comes, and we got a player down for South Pitt. So player down for South Pitt. 9:11 left here, third period. That is 88. Not sure of the name there, but she was able to get up on her own power and is skating off on her own power. So we will have I'm assuming a neutral zone face-off here as South Pitt will look to get a fifth skater out there. Here she comes. Jackets will change up the defense. Hayden and Lingle will skate out now. This one is controlled by the Jackets, but now Taylor's going to flip it in. Shot by Limmerbrock is deflected. Battle for it in the corner. Day's got it now. Day's going to trying to feed Taylor. Can't get it to her. It's cut off. And Hayden will race back out, and the Jackets will have to reset. Tries to find Limmerbrock. A little too hard, though. Now here comes South Pitt. They're going to bring it into the zone. That shot by Carney a little wide. Now Taylor clears the zone. Medved will collect it for it. Now that one's picked off by Day. Day's going to get a breakaway opportunity here. She will try to backhand it now. She gets it back, though. Feeds Lingle. Shot into the glove of Newman. Another opportunity for the Jackets. Turned away by Newman. 8:23. Third period. Jackets entering the highway to the danger zone time here as they need to somehow find a way to get 2 goals back here in the next 8:23 to avoid a loss. Now it's Williams is out there with Busick and Thomas, and Prawl and Falk right now. This one is backhanded it by Thomas, just a little wide. Now Falk will step up. She throws it back in. Turned out by South Pitt and out of the zone. Falk's going to race after it. She will get there. She'll backhand it back up to Prawl. Now a loose puck comes to South Pitt. But now Hornet can't get by Busick. This one is picked up by Thomas. Here come the Jackets racing into the zone. Under 8 minutes. Leaves it to Prawl. Prawl shot just off the glove of Newman. Now this one is battled for behind the South Pitt goal. South Pitt's going to get it. They will clear it out of the zone. No, Williams will throw it back in for the Jackets. 7:35 left. Williams tries to chip it over, but now it's picked up by South Pitt. And they will race out and throw it in. And now the Jackets will have to go up the length of the ice. Prawl will throw it out of play. 7:19 left. Here comes Day, Lemmerbrock, Taylor in with Weaver and Bestranson. Day will take the defensive zone draw here right in front of us. And she'll win it over to Weaver. Weaver clears the zone. South Pitt will backhand it back in. Bestranson steps up. She loses control. Now it's a 2-on-2. That one is just gets a piece of it as Worsley. Now Day's got a head of steam with her. She gets by one. She's going to try to get by another. She tries to get it over to Taylor. Leaves it to Bestranson. Stranson will throw it around. Back to Taylor. Taylor backhands it to Day. Day over to Taylor. Taylor can't control it. Now Weaver will dump it back in for the Jackets. Battled for it. Medved, Taylor, and that's going to be Lemmerbrock stepping up now. Getting it. Weaver shot high and wide there. Bestranson's going to step up. She's going to throw it around, all the way around. Lemmerbrock gets it. Centering pass cut off. Now here comes South Pitt with it. They'll backhand it out, and Jackets will have to reset. Taylor has it. She'll backhand it in. Lemmerbrock skates off. This one is cut off, and now South Pitt will try the other way. Crick out now. Crick throws it in. That one off the back of the goal. Day's going to give chase. This one thrown all the way down by South Pitt, and we've got 5:59 remaining. Jackets still trailing 3-1 as they have just not been able to figure out how to get one by Newman since that early goal in the first period by Day. They've had some opportunities here in the third. They just have not been able to capitalize on it. Crick's out there right now with Lingle, Hayden, Talibi, and Meek. This one is a loose puck. It's going to come all the way down, and now the Jackets will have to chase after it. And Lingle does a good job, but now turns it over. Now here's Tharp, centering pass. Turned away by Hayden. Hayden's got it. Hayden throws it off the boards. That's going to go down for an icing. 5:38 remaining. Crick will take the defensive zone draw here. And they will not be able to clear it. Now they do. Picked up by South Pitt. They will turn it over now. Crick's going to bring it into the zone for the Jackets. She'll throw it across. South Pitt will get there. And Lingle tries to keep it in, but that one trickled out, and now we got an offside. 5:17 left. Here comes Busick. Here comes Thomas, Prawl, and Falk. And Jackets are in need of one more. We need one more. Who do we got coming out? Macy Williams will be the fifth for the Jackets. 5:17 left. Jackets are in dire need of getting one here soon to cut this deficit to 1. This one is turned back by Thomas and Prawl. Williams will chip it up now, and here comes South Pitt, though, right back with it. Now Falk has it. Falk's going to race in through the neutral zone, and Jackets offside. 4:55 left. 4-5-5. Jackets on a 4-game winning streak right now, and that is in jeopardy here. This one is chipped over, and this one is turned away by Prawl. Now Falk's got it. Falk's going to try to get around Carney. Looked like she was getting hooked there. And this one is thrown in. And now it is loose, and Prawl's going to throw it all the way around. No one's there for the Jackets. So South Pitt will throw it back in. A bouncing puck that Worsley's able to track down, and 4:19 left here. They'll counter with Day, Lemmerbrock, Taylor. They'll join Falk and Prawl here. Day's going to take this defensive zone draw. She'll try to tie up her skater, Caselli, and now it is collected by Falk. She can't hit Lemmerbrock with it, and 4:05 remaining. Jackets down 3-1. We'll have another defensive zone draw here. Weaver and Bestranson will skate out now, take over the defensive duties. Day will win this one back to Weaver. Weaver is going to try to throw it along the near boards here. That one's cut off by South Pitt. This one is Lemmerbrock, swings and misses. Battle a lot here in the near boards here, and this one is loose. Now Bestranson's got it. She's going to try to hit Taylor, and they can't connect. Taylor was going deep there, and they just could not connect. 3:46 left. She can hit that pass. Taylor has an opportunity to cut this one to 3-2, but a little wide there. Now we'll have a neutral zone face-off. They're going to say over here just outside the Jacket zone. All right, Weaver will. So this Bestranson tries to hit Taylor. They can't connect again. Lemmerbrock can't pick this one up. Here comes South Pitt now, bringing it into the zone. It's Chappell. That one's cut off by Lemmerbrock. Now South Pitt keeps it into the zone. This one's blocked by Weaver. Lemmerbrock trying to get through. Flipped up. Jackets able to get a stick on it, but they can't control it. Now here comes South Pitt right back in. Banks cut off by Lemmerbrock. Bestranson steps up. Can Taylor get there? Taylor does. Can Taylor get one through? No. Three minutes left. Exactly. Jackets need 2 goals in 3 minutes here. They've only had 1 goal in 42 minutes, so it sounds like a tough task. It can be done, though. Need one here soon, though. Crick's going to dump it back in. She's out there with Talibi and Meek right now. Lingle and Hatem. This one thrown around the near boards. Lingle tries to cut it off. Can't keep it in. That one is offside. 2:38 left. This one is thrown around, and then South Pitt can't clear it. Meek tries to throw it back in. That one is finally cleared by South Pitt. Lingle's going to have to get there, and instead it is won by Murphy. But now Talibi's got it. Talibi trying to chip it out of the zone. She can't do it. Here comes Crick. Crick's going to race into the zone. Crick gets a shot. Goal! Caroline Crick with 2:06 left in the third. Jackets have life. 3-2. A huge goal there for Crick, as she is able to sneak one by the blocker of Newman to close the gap to 1. So Jackets will bring out Taylort, Falk, Prawl, Lemmerbrock, Day. 2:06 left. Can they do it again here? Falk's got it. She's going to flip it up to Taylor. Taylor chips it by. She's going to bring it into the zone. Taylor stops, turns, leaves it for Prawl. Winds a shot just wide. Loose, and Newman will find it and hold on to it. 1:48 left. So Taylor skated around, left it for Prawl. Prawl fires one in just wide. And an important face-off here for Day. And then this one will be controlled by South Pitt, though. But now Day's going to get it. Now it's loose again. Now South Pitt clears the zone. Prawl's got it. Prawl will throw it out of play. 1:36 left. And she was trying to throw it up off the high boards here, but unfortunately a little too high, and now just outside the Jackets zone. Jackets will have to work back. 1:36, here we go. Prawl tries to feed it up to Taylor a little too far. Medved's going to get it picked off. Now Day's got it. The Jackets are offside. 1:26. 1:26. Jackets need one more to tie this thing. This one is picked up by South Pitt. They are going to race out with it. That one is cut off by Lemmerbrock. Now it's a loose puck. Falk gets there. Falk finds Day, but she can't control it. South Pitt will throw it back out. We're at just over a minute now. Lemmerbrock chips it in. Could be the last hoorah for the Jackets. Taylor's able to knock it down. We're at 1 minute. That one off the side of the goal. South Pitt throws it around. Trying to get it back to Falk. Loose. That one dumped in by Lemmerbrock. 50 seconds left. South Pitt will throw it all the way down. We got an icing. 46.4 seconds. 46.4. Here comes Crick, Talibi, and Meek, along with Bestranson and Weaver. These will be the 5 that might have to tie this thing up. Crick with the critical second goal just a little bit ago. This one is controlled by the Jackets. Weaver throws it in. That one's wide. Now it's going to be chased down by South Pitt. They will clear the zone. We're at 37 seconds. Crick's going to turn and burn. She's looking to get through. She's loses the puck. She's going to leave it back. No, that one bounces off the... Bestranson will chip it in wisely. Crick's got it now. Crick's going to turn. She's hooked. No call. No call on the hook. They got a hook. There it is. 17.1 seconds. They got a trip. They should have got a hook prior to that, but we'll take it. The Jackets will have an opportunity here on the power play with 17.1 seconds left. Will Markle pull the goalie? We've got Crick, we've got Taylor, we got Day, we got Lemmerbrock, Bestranson, and Prawl. So he does pull the goalie. Day's going to win it. Shot! Wide! 12 seconds. Penalty coming up. Is that on the goalie? So now the Jacket... Oh, well, that might have just thwarted that two-player advantage as Looks like Crick retaliated. Now I think we're going to have 2 going to the box. Yep, man. So a golden opportunity there for the Jackets. They could have had a 2-player advantage here for this final 10.7 seconds, but Crick retaliates and gets called for it. So now we have 5-on-4 still here. It should be, let's see, is it? Yes, 5-on-4. Or what are they saying here? Yeah, so at most it should be 5-on-3 here. The Jackets have pulled the goalie. They had 6 on the ice. But South Pitt should lose a player as well. They also got a penalty. So it should be 5-on-3 here. It is. Okay. So now we got it set. Jackets need to win this one. Out to Bestranson. Can she get it? Shot. Block. Loose puck. That one's wide. 7 seconds left. Centering pass. Can they get it? Prohl shot is blocked, and South Pitt's going to win this one 3-2. So a tough loss for the Jackets here as they too little too late on the offensive rushes as they were without any offense for the bulk of the first period and all the second period. Try to put it together something here late, but that's a tough loss for the Jackets, and now they're going to have to dig deep for their next game and try to win that one and see where they stand, see if they can make the top 4. But that's a devastating loss here as they fall 3-2. And the next game is tonight, 7:55. The Jackets will take on Amherst. So I want to thank Matt Cupp for operating the camera, and as always, a shout out to Stephen Robin Miller. And we will talk with you again tonight. Thank you, and have a wonderful